Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. This is Professor Diaz, and today I'd like to talk about naming our variables and some more mathematical operations that we can use within Python. So a variable, we've used these before in some of our previous tutorials, and they look like, we'll call, how about x equals 10. So our variable x has the value 10 stored inside. And this is going to be an integer. We have y set as a string. You already know this, just some review. String. We have z set equal to a float. And there's still one more variable. We're not going to go over it today, but please keep in mind that there is one more data type. So I also want to go over different styles of different naming conventions for your variables. So the first one I want to show you is called camel casing. And it looks like this. Oop. All right, so in camel casing, the first letter is lowercase, and the next word's first letter is uppercase. And we can have, as many words as we need, but we don't want to make it too verbose. But in this example, camel casing, this is fine. We also have snake casing. And it looks like this. So in snake casing, each word is separated by an underscore. And again, you can have as many of these as you need. You can also see up here that I've included something after the pound, this pound symbol or this hashtag. These are comments. These are not going to be run when we run the code. So these are not going to be part of the process. So they're just for us. They're just for us to read and help us through our code. Okay. So next, I wanted to talk a little bit about what you can and can't have in a variable name. So first of all, you cannot have spaces. We already talked about this. You cannot start variable with a number. So you can't start the variable name with a number, and what that looks like is like this. This is incorrect. So having the 3 in front is going to cause us to have a syntax error. And a syntax error is related to, you think of syntax like the punctuation of a coding language, and in this case, the punctuation of the Python coding language. So putting a 3 in front is bad syntax. It is incorrect. Or any number, right? Not just a 3. Last but not least, you want to avoid using underscores before and after variable names or in variable names. And what I mean by this is using underscores after and before variable names. And what I mean by this is that you shouldn't do something like start with the underscore here. I guess we're capitalized. And it's not that this won't work, it will. It's simply that this kind of convention with the underscores, we use this for something else, and we're not there yet. But in common convention is to not do this, to not use those underscores before and after. Okay? Let's talk a little bit more about math. I'm going to get rid of this. So last time we were able to perform x plus y, and recall that we will set x equal to 10, we'll set y equal to 5. Okay, and we did arithmetic. So I'm going to go ahead and run that. And I kind of want to show you something. I know this is a little bit simple, but when you're starting out, it's pretty important. What if I put my variables below my print statement? What do you think will happen? So I want you to think about it first, and then I'm going to run the code. You'll notice an error, and the error says that the name x is not defined. And that's because the code is going to be read from top to bottom. So when we, in line 1, when we use x and y as part of our print statement, these haven't been declared yet. They are declared after. So to fix that, just make sure that you declare your variables before you use them. And just a little bit more, I just wanted to show you that you can do subtraction. You can do multiplication, and with multiplication we use the asterisk. You can do division, /, and we can do something integer division. You'll see why we've done this separately. Okay, I'll go ahead and run these. All right, so I just wanted to point your attention to lines 7 and 8. In line 7, we have a single /, and that yields a 2.0, so it yields a float. If we want to do integer division, we need to do 2 /, and you're going to see in the output here, we have an integer as a result of line 8. All right, that's all I have for you for now. Thank you so much for listening, and have a wonderful day.